What's up, everyone? Joe Prime here, and today I want to talk to you about the Final Fantasy VII First Class Edition, $330 limited collector's edition. So let's talk about it. We've been waiting 14 years for a release date for this game, and by the time it does finally come out next year, we'll be waiting 15 years to actually get our hands on this game. I was all in. The moment that they announced that there was going to be a first class edition, deluxe edition, and a standard edition, I immediately rushed over to the Square Enix store, refreshed it a million times waiting for the first class to show up, and then I got hit with the big shock. The $330 price tag on this one. Even a game that I'm willing to spend crazy amounts of money on, a special edition, absolutely ready to drop 150 bucks, 180 bucks, 200 bucks, maybe even $250. But let's see if it's worth it, right? It's really not, unfortunately. First Class Edition comes with the Deluxe Edition of the game, which retails for $80, special figurine of Cloud, plus a special figurine of Cloud's motorcycle. However, the figurines have nothing to do with the game release whatsoever. The Cloud figurine is something that they produce anyway and is available for sale. There's not a package, there's no box, it doesn't come with the game. They ship it in two separate packages. It means you have one box that has the deluxe edition of the game in it, and then you have one box that has statues in it. It's not even really a collector's edition of the game, it's just ordering the deluxe edition and ordering statues with one checkout process. But it's not a limited collector's edition of Final Fantasy VII. So rather than having a limit of, hey, we're going to sell 10,000 of these first class editions, and when they're gone, they just put them up for pre-order, and they're like, cool, we're just going to make as many statues as we can pre-order. So let's just go ahead and say, hey, these statues are going to be delayed, or they're going to be back-ordered. Nobody's really going to be that upset about it, because at the end of the day, they're going to get their deluxe edition of the game on the day that the game comes out, and they're going to be playing the game, and then they're just going to have to wait for their statue. But the problem is that means that these will hold no value and have no rarity. Let's take another company, for example. Let's look at Blizzard. When Blizzard releases a limited collector's edition of StarCraft or Diablo 3 or really any of their games, even the Overwatch collector's editions were very, very limited. They were a limited production scale, they were sold in limited quantities, and when they were sold out, they were gone. Benefit to this is that those collector's editions are actually rare. And rare things not only hold their value, but actually have value. An example of the flip side of this would be, let's take a look at the Halo 3 Collector's Edition with the Master Chief helmet. You know, if you had one, you were really a big Halo fan. Everybody got one. Everybody. Didn't matter. They made enough helmets for everybody. Piles of helmets stacked on the floor, discounted for next to nothing. A non-limited collector's edition has no collector's value, and that's the problem I have with the first class edition. And a lot of people are probably thinking to themselves, who cares? Buy the deluxe edition. I care because what are they actually giving us that's rare? What are they actually giving us that's collectible? What are they actually giving us that we are going to keep on our shelves on display in our homes for a long time, and people are going to come over and say, what is that? I've never seen one of those. Where did you get that? Rather than having something on the shelf where they come over and they're like, oh, you spent way too much money on that too, didn't you? Yeah. So that's the situation that we run into with the first class edition. I feel like a game like this has the audience, it has the community, and to put out an edition that's $330, and we all would have bought it. You know, if you made 100,000 of them, you would have been sold out already. There's nothing limited there. There's nothing collectible there. There's nothing of individual value there to justify spending $330 on a game. And I find that to be really disappointing. You know, if it had come in a collectible display case, if it had Final Fantasy VII packaging for the entire collection, even that would be better than asking $330 to ship you an $80 copy of the game and then also send you some statues separately. Anyway, guys, that's my point here today. It's hopefully a conversation starter. I want to start doing more of these videos in order to open dialogue. You know, meet me down in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about what's going on in the industry. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll be uploading new videos frequently. Click on the bell for notifications if you want to get notified when those go live. You can also meet me over on Twitter at Joseph A. Prime. And yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully this sparked a good conversation. And definitely let me know down below if you've already pre-ordered First Class Edition.